This video was recorded on November 24th, 2015.
Welcome to What's the Deal with Sam? Starring Sam Lilly. Join Sam as he discusses a wide variety of topics. Now let's start the show.
Thank you. What's the deal with SteamGifts? It's like any other internet community. SteamGifts is a site where users can give away copies and codes of games that they just don't want, and other users can enter into these giveaways for a chance to win them. There's more to that, but I'm not going to go into all the details because this isn't a fucking advertisement. About a month and a half ago, I won a giveaway for a game, and I was going to try and activate the key. But there was a problem. The key had either already been activated or was just the wrong key. There was just some kind of issue with it. The giveaway creator was nice enough to offer me another key instead. So I took a key of equal value and activated that instead, while then marking the game as received, thus resolving any issue either party had with the transaction. Fast forward to about a day ago, when I was entering some other giveaways and commenting on them. I got into a conversation with that giveaway's creator, and they were trying to tell me how I hadn't activated one of the keys on my account. This, of course, being the key for the game I never technically got, as I took a different game instead. This kind of just publicized how I hadn't activated that key and how technically that was against the rules. However, like I said, this was nearly a month and a half later, and still no one had really said anything, so it didn't seem like it was that big of a deal, especially since no one was really upset about it that were involved, being me and that giveaway's creator. But of course, upon other people seeing this, they decided that it was probably a good idea to try and report me, even though there was really no issue with what had gone on. I'm assuming it pretty much had to be because of this, since, like I say, it had been about a month and a half since that had happened, and no one else had really said anything because I hadn't brought it up before. I signed in just a few hours later to notice that I had been put on a 5-day suspension. I think that's more than a coincidence. The person at support was also a little bit snarky with me, albeit in the most professional way possible. It didn't matter to them that we had worked out an agreeable solution, instead stating that we probably should have contacted support and tried to work it out that way first. Again, this wasn't an issue right away, this was only an issue when someone brought it up later. Now, the person at support was just doing their job and trying to follow the rules, so I can't fault them too much for that. However, I can see how the system, while I think it is pretty good, is definitely imperfect in this regard. This tells me that the priority of the rules that are in place are there not so much to help people as they are to promote authority. Maybe if I had tried to resell the game or re-gift it or trade it for something of better value, then it would make sense. I guess there's no way for them to really tell what happened in private either, but both myself and the person that did the giveaway, this very nice person, put in a ticket to support to try and explain the situation. Also note that I also didn't enter any giveaways for that game after this point, so there was no way I was going to be hoarding copies of it and trying to use that to my advantage. I didn't win the game, and I wanted to treat it as though I had, since I technically marked it as received. But the saddest part is that the community decided to try and throw me under the bus. They didn't care that neither I nor the giveaway creator had any issues with this. They also didn't actually care about the rules either. The reason that they threw me under the bus is because they just wanted to watch someone suffer. They want to see people get hurt. This is common in most internet communities. What's disappointing is I thought this community was different. It seemed like a lot of friendly people trying to give away games for free to other people who maybe actually wanted these games instead. And so far, most of the people did seem pretty friendly on the site. But after this shameless attack, hiding behind the idea that, oh, well, it's against the rules, so that's why I did it, I've come to see that this community is no different than any other community. Now, am I still going to use the site? Probably. I mean, the issue has been resolved now. But it does make me lose some faith in this site's community, and makes me feel just kind of disappointed. I like free games as much as the next guy, but I'm not going to feel that bad if at some point down the road they decide to totally ban my account, because, well, again, it doesn't really matter what the people are doing, it's just about what the rules say. In the end, though, I'd rather I get in trouble for someone just trying to be nice and fix this problem than for them to get in trouble and not be able to give away more games to more people. I guess you could see it as a sacrifice for that community, even though I really shouldn't be doing that. More so, it seems like a sacrifice for that person, since they were nice enough to actually help me with the situation afterwards as well. I guess the real bottom line here is that SteamGifts isn't as great as I thought it was. Its community is just the same as any other community on the internet, and the rules are there not for the people, but for the authority. At any rate, you can still get some free games there if you want, so, I mean, I'm not going to say don't use it. It's just, I mean, what's the deal with that? I thought it was better.
What's the deal with Sam? What's the deal with Sam? What's the deal with Sam? What's the deal with Sam?
Sorry for the more podcasty type thing, but I just wanted to record it in that way so I could kind of, splice out the pieces where, it was rambly and I didn't say things that well. I wanted it to sound more clear, I guess, and I didn't want you to see me jumping to different positions all over the place in a weird splicing fashion, so I did it like that, and I wanted it to sound nice, whatever. But you get the point by now if you watch the video. It was just, this is something that really upset me because I guess I expected more out of this site, and I thought I had been getting more, and it turns out that it's no different than any other site. People there are just going to be fucking assholes. It hasn't been horrible or anything, but just the fact that this would be a thing that they would bring up when, no one got hurt, and they decided, well, even though no one got hurt, let's just use this whole breaking the rules thing, technicality, to see if we can hurt some people. And congratulations, you got me off of there for a day, so, great job you're doing. And I just wanted to bring that up, and I don't, I'm also a little annoyed that support wanted to be snarky about it in the most professional way possible. It probably doesn't necessarily sound like it from looking at it, but I can read between the lines, so, don't be a dickhole. And, yeah, it's fine, whatever. If I get banned from the site, fucking whatever, I just won't go back to it. I won't feel bad now. I won't feel like, oh, all those nice people and everything. No, fuck it. It's just won't get free games from it anymore then, I guess. I'll just play fucking my console games instead, or buy my games. I don't care. I don't fucking need you. You know what? So you can go ahead and fuck yourself. But thank you a lot to that person who helped me with the... I don't actually know your name, but who helped me with the giveaway and all that, who gave me the game in the first place, who wanted to give me that game, who then offered me that key replacement, and then also was nice enough to actually help me with this whole situation afterwards, too. I really appreciate that. I only really know your username, and I don't want to throw that out there if you don't want to be publicized for that. So, that's my video, and, I figured I should probably show my face a bit more just so you guys know it's really me talking about it and not just an angry man doing a voiceover, because I'm also an angry man standing in front of a camera with the ground.